Hey house guests, welcome to today's Big Brother Canada updates and spoilers. Our house guest of the day is Kaya Myers-Stewart. Yay! Thank you so much for watching, and Kaya wants to know, who is my least favorite house guest right now? I'm gonna have to go with Sabrina. She's really annoying. She reminds me of Amanda from last season, but even worse. And actually she's a combination of like Amanda and Andy. Could you pick two worst house guests to have a trial together? I don't know. Let me know in the comments who your least favorite hybrid house guest would be. But yeah, that's my least favorite right now. But thanks for watching. And if you want to be house guest of the day, send me a private message on YouTube and we'll make it happen. So, quick little recap on what happened last night. Paul was evicted by a vote of 6-4. So you can expect some drama today because that's not what the HOH wanted. There wasn't a double eviction after much speculation, but there was an endurance competition, so let's talk about that. I can't believe that Heather was out of the competition so early. That was so sad when they came back from commercial break and Arissa was like, Heather, you're already out? Yeah, after she was like, oh, it's a really important HOH competition for me because, like, I'm in danger, maybe. I don't know. Where am I? But it was just really sad. So the HOH competition ended up coming down to Rochelle and Sarah. And Rochelle ended up winning. I was a little surprised. I didn't think she had it in her, but good for her. So Rochelle also got to pick the have-nots for this week. So she picked Heather, Sabrina, Arlie, and Adele. Alright, moving on. Marcia the Moose is making a comeback. I'm so excited. Arissa mentioned it in last night's live show, and she said that Canada can earn points somehow. I don't know how. And once they get to 2 million points, Marcia will be back with a task for the house. So you have until March 23rd to unlock Marcia. Except it already happened. The number was already hit by 6 a.m. this morning, so Marcia will be back soon. Super excited. They showed the house guests last night counter on the TV screens in the living room, and they didn't know what it was for, but they were like, what is it, what is it, Canada's player? So I think it'll be exciting when Marcia comes back. Love you, Marcia. So Ika was really upset about how the voting went down last night. She was like, my HOH is a waste, I feel betrayed, crying, 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 tears. That's what happens when you let other people dictate what's going to happen during your HOH. She should not have trusted Andrew and Kenny. Duh. But she was taking it out on Heather. She was being super rude to her, which was not cool. She was talking to someone in the backyard, and Heather walked out, and she was like, I'm talking to someone, so get out of here. That is so messed up. I could see if you're like the HOH or something, or you're talking to the HOH in their room, and you're like, we're talking, can you give us a few more minutes? But to like dismiss someone from a public room is really messed up and not cool. So Sabrina and Rochelle were talking game because, of course, Rochelle's in power, so Sabrina is going to become her best friend. And Sabrina is like, you should nominate Heather and Allison, and if the veto's used, take down Allison and backdoor Ika. What? So Rochelle was like, yeah, let's do that. Are you serious? But then Sabrina and Rochelle were like worried because Adele is really close to Ika, so they were like, maybe he'll use his power to save her. He doesn't have that power. It's not real. But I just think that's such a stupid move, especially since they're supposed to both be in the girls' alliance. Why would you nominate all girls with the intention of getting rid of a girl? That's like the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Maybe not ever, but today. So there was a little bit or a bit of he said, she said going on with Heather, Ika, and Sabrina last night. A lot of tension between Heather and Ika, which is like really uncalled for. I could see Heather being upset with Ika because Ika tried to get rid of her, but Ika is just taking all of her anger out on Heather, and it's not fair. So Ika called Heather a pimple-lipped bitch. Was that really necessary? So that made Sabrina and Rochelle want Ika out even more because they were like, that's just crossing the line. So Ika, on the other hand, was talking to Rochelle about who should go up this week, and she is really campaigning for 2 strong guys to go up on the block. That could have been a good move last week, don't you think? I mean, again, good move this week too, but last week would have been cool. So Rochelle is worried that if she does that, then she's just going to be the new target the following week. So she's like, I don't think I can do that. I don't want to make a big move. Rochelle, I'm going to be really upset if this is a stupid week. So John, this last part is not game related, but it did happen. So John was playing a game in the kitchen and he lost, and his reaction was not good. He yelled like a derogatory term about gay people, and it was not cool. But then he was like freaking out immediately after. He was like, oh my god, I didn't mean to say that, like I feel so awful. He like ran out of the room and was like, ah! So he was like really, really upset with himself that that even came out of his mouth, and he was just like really worried, especially after what happened on Big Brother 15. You don't want to do stuff like that. I mean, you don't want to do stuff like that in real life either, but like it's magnified in the house. So he was worried, and everyone was trying to comfort him. At least he's like showing remorse. It wasn't like directed towards anyone in particular. It just came out. I'm not saying that's like good to say those words. I'm just saying like that really sucks, and I feel bad for him, and I hope that this is not going to become a big deal. But we'll see what happens. So nominations should be tomorrow. We'll be talking about that tomorrow. So until then, much love.
Edit.